Welcome to Riyadhflix. Watch books come alive. Today we bring you Too Good to Be True by Kristan Higgins, a warm, witty romantic comedy about heartbreak, healing, and unexpected love. Stay tuned as we journey through Grace Emerson's story, a tale that reminds us real love doesn't need perfection, it just needs truth. Meet Grace Emerson. Grace Emerson is a bright, quirky history teacher who still believes in love stories despite her own heartbreak. She's known for her kindness and her clumsy charm, but deep down, she's struggling to move on from her broken engagement. Grace hides her pain behind humor and positivity, hoping to prove she's perfectly fine even when her heart says otherwise. The broken engagement Grace's world collapses when her fiancé, Andrew, leaves her right before their wedding. The betrayal cuts deeper when she discovers he's now dating her younger sister, Natalie. Her heart aches, yet she refuses to let anyone see her despair. Instead, Grace builds emotional walls, pretending to be strong while silently nursing wounds she doesn't know how to heal. The invented boyfriend. To protect her pride, Grace invents a perfect boyfriend named Wyatt Dunn, a pediatric surgeon who doesn't exist. She weaves tales of his charm and devotion, convincing her family she's found happiness again. The stories comfort her loneliness and make her feel in control, even though she knows she's living inside a beautiful lie of her own creation. Convincing the family. At family dinners, Grace describes Wyatt's romantic gestures, weekend trips, and thoughtful gifts. Her parents beam with pride, relieved that she's moved on. Natalie looks uneasy, suspecting something's off. Grace keeps performing her role perfectly, unaware that the longer her lie lasts, the harder it will be to escape. The fantasy comforts her broken heart, until real life intervenes unexpectedly. A new neighbor arrives one morning. Grace sees a moving truck outside her house. Her new neighbor is Callahan O'Shea, tall, rugged, and mysterious. Rumors swirl that he's just been released from prison. Grace's curiosity ignites, though she tells herself to stay cautious. Something about his quiet confidence draws her in, even as she battles the urge to judge him by his past. An awkward first encounter. While gardening, Grace accidentally hits Cal in the face with her rake. Mortified, she apologizes repeatedly, but he laughs it off with good humor. The encounter leaves them both smiling, a small, silly moment that sparks an unlikely connection. For the first time in months, Grace feels alive again, unaware that this man will soon change her life. A mysterious charm. Grace can't stop thinking about Cal. Beneath his rough edges, there's gentleness in his eyes. When they talk, his honesty disarms her. Slowly, she senses there's more to him than his past. Their brief chats over fences turn into longer conversations, and before Grace realizes it, curiosity begins melting into comfort. Her imaginary love story starts fading into the background. Comparing two worlds. Grace begins comparing her imaginary boyfriend Wyatt with her real neighbor Cal. Wyatt is perfect but fictional. Cal is flawed yet genuine. She starts realizing that her fantasy world shields her from pain but keeps her from happiness too. For the first time, she wonders if she deserves real love, one that comes with truth, laughter, and forgiveness. A friendship forms. Cal starts helping Grace with repairs around her house. They share coffee breaks, stories, and quiet smiles. Grace feels an unexpected sense of peace around him. Their friendship grows naturally, no pretending, no expectations, just two people learning to trust again. But Grace knows her secret about Wyatt still lingers like a shadow waiting to surface someday. School and solitude. At school, Grace is adored by her students for her wit and creativity. Yet after work, loneliness greets her like an old friend. She buries herself in grading papers and pretending her fake love life is real. Her students see a cheerful teacher. Only Grace knows how hollow her evenings feel when the make-believe stories fade away. The ex-fiancé returns. Andrew suddenly appears, guilt written across his face. He tells Grace he misses her, but she sees through his confusion. The encounter reopens old wounds, yet Grace feels surprisingly calm. For the first time, she realizes she no longer needs his approval or affection. The pain that once consumed her now feels distant, replaced by something stronger and freer. Growing closer to Cal, Grace and Cal begin sharing more about their lives. He's patient and surprisingly funny, while she's finally able to be herself without pretending. Their friendship deepens into something unspoken yet real. Cal's presence brings warmth and laughter back into her days, and Grace starts to wonder if fate has sent her exactly what she needed all along. The family invitation. Grace's world spins again when Natalie and Andrew announce their engagement. Her family insists she bring her boyfriend, Wyatt, to the celebration dinner. Grace freezes in panic. How can she produce a man who doesn't exist? The lie that once protected her pride now threatens to destroy it completely. She must decide between confession or another dangerous deception. Cal's unexpected offer. Seeing Grace in distress, Cal offers to accompany her to the dinner and pretend to be Wyatt. Though hesitant, Grace agrees, realizing it's her only way out. Their plan feels ridiculous yet strangely exciting. As the evening approaches, Grace senses the line between pretending and feeling is blurring dangerously, especially when Cal's quiet smile makes her heart race unexpectedly. The dinner begins at the family gathering. Cal plays the part perfectly, charming, respectful, and composed. Grace's parents adore him, and her sister feels uneasy. For a moment, Grace feels victorious. But when Andrew looks at her with regret, emotions surge. Beneath her fake happiness, she realizes how deeply she's still tied to the past she tried to escape. Truth unraveled. Tension erupts when Natalie questions Cal about his career. Caught off guard, Grace panics and blurts out the truth. Wyatt never existed. Silence fills the room. Her family stares, stunned, and humiliation burns inside her. Overwhelmed, Grace runs out, ashamed of how far she went to hide her pain. Her fantasy finally collapses under its own fragile weight. Comfort in the night outside, Grace breaks down, her carefully built world shattered. Cal follows her, offering quiet comfort instead of judgment. He shares his own story of mistakes and second chances. Grace realizes she's not alone in imperfection. That night, honesty becomes her first step toward healing, a step she never dared to take before meeting someone who truly understood her. Honest conversations. In the days that follow, Grace and Cal grow closer through honesty. They talk about regret, forgiveness, and learning to live without masks. Grace finally feels free from the pressure to appear perfect. Cal's presence becomes her calm space, his quiet strength a reminder that love doesn't have to be dramatic, it can be peaceful and true instead. Cal's story. Grace learns Cal was imprisoned for punching his corrupt boss after witnessing injustice. Though impulsive, his act came from integrity, not malice. He's been rebuilding his life ever since. Grace respects his honesty and sees beyond his past. She realizes everyone makes mistakes. What matters is who they become after facing them. Cal's courage helps Grace rediscover her own. Cal's story. Grace learns Cal was imprisoned for punching his corrupt boss after witnessing injustice. Though impulsive, his act came from integrity, not malice. He's been rebuilding his life ever since. Grace respects his honesty and sees beyond his past. She realizes everyone makes mistakes. What matters is who they become after facing them. Cal's courage helps Grace rediscover her own. Facing gossip. When gossip spreads about Cal's past, Grace stands by him proudly. Her family and neighbors whisper, but she doesn't care anymore. For the first time, she's living her truth. Grace realizes courage isn't pretending to be fine, it's loving openly despite fear. Her strength and loyalty begin to silence the judgment around her, proving love always speaks louder. The confession of love. One quiet evening, Cal admits he's fallen in love with Grace. His words are simple, honest, and full of warmth. Grace feels tears rise as she realizes she loves him too. The confession isn't cinematic or grand, it's sincere, raw, and exactly what her heart longed for. Their love begins not with perfection, but with acceptance of reality. The proposal. Cal proposes in Grace's garden, the same place where they first met, awkwardly with a rake. There's no glitter or fancy dinner, just laughter, love, and sincerity. Grace says yes with tears in her eyes, knowing this moment feels more magical than any fantasy she ever imagined. Their imperfect journey has finally led them to something beautifully real. Family acceptance. Grace's family soon meets Cal again, and this time, things are different. They see the kindness in his eyes and the joy he brings to Grace's life. Even Natalie apologizes for the past, and Grace forgives her. The family begins to heal, learning that love comes in unexpected forms, not flawless, but strong enough to mend broken hearts. Grace's transformation. Grace, once lost in illusion, now embraces truth. She's no longer the woman who hides behind lies or dreams of fairy tales. Her strength lies in vulnerability, her happiness in honesty. Life feels lighter, more authentic. Grace finally understands that the only too good to be true thing is believing perfection exists. Real love, she learns, is imperfectly perfect. The wedding day. Grace and Cal marry in a small, heartfelt ceremony in her garden. Surrounded by family, laughter, and flowers, their vows are simple yet profound. They promise honesty, patience, and forgiveness, not perfection. As Grace looks into Cal's eyes, she knows this love will last, not because it's flawless, but because it's true. Their story closes where it began. Life together. Grace and Cal's married life is filled with warmth, teasing, and quiet moments. They argue, laugh, and make up easily. Every ordinary day feels extraordinary because it's real. Grace finally feels content in her own skin. She's found the happiness she once imagined, not through fantasy, but through genuine connection built on trust and truth. The moral. Kristen Higgins reminds us that love isn't about finding perfection, but embracing reality. Grace's journey shows that healing begins when we stop pretending and start feeling. Lies may protect us for a while, but honesty sets us free. True happiness isn't too good to be true, it's simply good, honest, and worth fighting for. Grace's story ends not with fantasy, but fulfillment. Through heartbreak and humor, she learns that love found in truth is the most beautiful of all. Too good to be true reminds us to let go of illusions and trust life's surprises. Thank you for watching this Riyadh Flicks. See you soon for another story that will make books come alive.